Hello students. Today we are gonna start with as continuing with microorganisms. So far we have completed with microbiology and microorganisms, and now moving on with that, let us try to understand the concept that is microorganisms. Where do microorganisms live? So where do they live is a question mark, isn't it? ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, that's related to the microorganisms. They can survive under all types of environmental conditions. Okay, what happens? Microorganisms survive under all types of environmental conditions ranging from ice cold to hot springs and desert to marshy lands. Okay, microorganisms ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಐಸ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಮಾಲಯನ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಶೆಕೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಹಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮರಳುಭೂಮಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾರ್ಷಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ತನಕನೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್. ಸೊ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ can survive under all types of environmental conditions. Got it? Got with an idea that where do microorganisms live? They live everywhere. Illi alli antalla. They can live everywhere, anywhere. So it's the survival region. They are also found inside the human bodies. Yes, do agree with this? They are also found inside human bodies. Microorganisms are also found in human bodies. So in order to understand with this, some grow on their other organisms and some exist freely. What happens? Bacteria is found everywhere, isn't it? Even in human bodies too. We agree that bacteria live in human bodies too. Okay, so let's see this. That is, some grow on other organisms and some exist freely. ಸೊ ಸಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸು ಹತ್ತತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ದೂರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಫ್ರೀಲಿ. Some can live alone and some live in colonies. Colonies is nothing but groups. Okay, some can live in alone, ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದೊಂದು colonies. It forms with the groups. Okay, so it's the survival of, where do they live? It's the survival of microorganisms. And moving on with that, we have 5 major types of microorganisms. The types of microorganisms, the major 5 types we have here is, there are 5 types and the major ones are these 5. So the very first one is bacteria we have taken here, and the second one is viruses, and third one is algae, and fourth one is protozoa, and fifth one is fungi. So these are some of the 5 major microorganisms that exist. Okay, these are 5 major microorganisms. So let's try to see this. You can see these are bacteria. Okay, in detail we'll study about bacteria. So just have a look for bacteria, and these are viruses. Okay, so these are algae. Okay, so then we have protozoa. We don't have protozoan. Blue green algae we have. Yes, I'll send the picture of protozoans and fungi in groups. Okay, I'll share those pictures in groups. So yes, we have here, these are protozoa, this is algae, and this is fungi. Got an idea, children? This is bacteria, and these are viruses. This is algae, this is protozoa, and these are fungi. These are the 5 major types of microorganisms that do exist. So among them, let us study in detail about these bacteria. Okay, what is this bacteria deals with? So bacteria, they are unicellular microorganisms. Yes, I agree, they are unicellular microorganisms. How does the picture exactly looks like? Okay, this is how the picture exactly looks like. I'll send this picture in group. Write this picture in class workbook. Okay, among and label them very neatly. Okay, while labeling, all the labeling should be at one side. Okay, ಸೊ ನೀವು ಲೇಬಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ತೆಗೆದು ಒನ್ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, you need to do it like this while labeling. As I didn't have space over here to write it properly, so I have written like this. While you people writing, you need to write it like with a straight form. It has to be with straight form and very neatly. So take the picture and write this in classwork book of bacteria. And this bacteria is important. This question will be rising for 3 marks. Okay, with diagram. A diagram will be of 1 mark and the explanation part will be of 2 marks. Totally it may arise for 3 or to 4 marks maximum. Okay, so let's try to understand this. Bacteria is a microorganism. Yes, we do agree. Cannot be seen through naked eyes. Yes, we agree. And require microscope. Obviously, to see the bacteria, we require microscope. In bacteria we have capsule. This is the capsule. Okay, so what does the work of capsule does? Capsule work is that it helps in surviving at extreme required. Okay, extreme required conditions ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ capsule it helps in. So very easy form we can call it as protects. So what does the capsule work is? It helps in protecting. And the yellow layer, here will be the yellow layer. Okay, so yellow layer is the cell wall. So here it will be cell wall. Okay, here I have written. So yellow color part it will be, that is cell wall. Okay, so cell wall which will be thick covering of cell wall. And then next to that we have green layer. Here we will be having green layer which covers plasma membrane. Okay, what happens? This here I have written, it covers plasma membrane, or we can call it as cell membrane. The green color layer it will be where that is plasma membrane, or you can call it as cell membrane. And inside that we have blue. This will be the inside part. Okay, this is what region we have, that will be in blue part. So that part will be the cytoplasm. Okay, that we call it as cytoplasm. And they doesn't have true nucleus. Okay, what happens here in this bacteria, they doesn't have true nucleus. True nucleus is nothing but well defined nucleus, we can call it in an easy form. Okay, adike true nucleus iralla, well defined nucleus. And then we have ribosomes here. Okay, ribosomes are the tiny particles, very tiny particles it will be. So that will be present inside cytoplasm. And we have plasmid here, and nucleoid is there. Nucleoid is not very true. And then that is circular DNA will be there. And here we have bacterial flagellum. Okay, so bacterium flagellum helps in movement. Bacteria ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? This is the region where bacterium flagellum helps in. So bacteria means they are unicellular microorganisms. Yes, agree. They do not have well defined nucleus. As I told, they do not have well defined nucleus. Their sizes ranges from 0.2 micron to 100 microns. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಸೈಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ it varies from ranges of 0.2 micron to 100 microns. Okay, and then the smallest particle, I mean smallest bacteria, that is 0.15 micron. The very smallest bacteria is 0.15 micron. And the largest bacteria we have is 1.5 micron. Some are aerobic and some are non-aerobic. You can write it as some are aerobic and some are non-aerobic. This is the part for bacteria. Okay, which will be asked for 3 marks, and one for diagram and 2 for written part. Okay, and then moving on with this, they are divided into 4 types. Okay, depending upon shapes they are divided into 4 types. So first one we have cocci, then bacillus, then spirillum, and lastly we have vibrio. So what does this mean? So hangandreno, so cocci means cocci means round irutte. Okay, it will be round shaped. Okay, that we call it as cocci. And bacillus means it's nothing but rod shaped. Here you can see in textbook. Okay, these are rod shaped. Some are not rod here. You can see here. These are rod shaped. Okay, bacteria that will bacillus means rod shaped, and spirulum means where it will be spiral in nature. Okay, it will be spiral in nature, that we call it as spirulina. And vibrio means where the bacteria shape will be in comma. It will be like this. Okay, or even like this comma shape will be in like this. So there are different they are divided into 4 types depending upon the shapes. We have classified for as cocci, bacillus, spirillum and vibrio. In the next session of our video, we'll be explaining about other parts of microorganisms, that we are going to continue with virus, algae, protozoan and fungi. Thank you.